Hi, I'm Nick Miles at Dick Hanna Honda in Vancouver, home of the best deal guarantee. And my excitement is absolutely at its maximum because the 2022 Honda Civic has finally arrived here. This vehicle has been redesigned, and in true fashion, the Civic, which is the best-selling retail vehicle in its class, is an absolute winner this time around. The Civic dominates in this class. It has done for many years, and you won't believe some of the upgrades. We're going to take a test drive, show you some of the great exterior new stylings, the interior styling, and the technology. And of course, in true Honda fashion, it continues with safety and technology. You can see how this vehicle has matured. It's grown up. It's become more adult than it ever has in the past. Nothing crazy, nothing boring, but it's right there in the middle. Great looking, nothing that you want to go, oh, at, or nothing you want to go, hey, that's a boy racer car. No, this is the absolute perfect sedan. And there is a hatch version coming as well. So let's take a look at the front of this vehicle. You might think by just looking at this video, it looks very much like a Honda Accord. But when you see it in real life, it's nothing like the Honda Accord. This is just a mature looking Honda Civic. So what's changed here? Well, the top of the grille here is now body colored with the Honda emblem and the nice 4 different levels of grille opening here. Coming down, there is another functional air opening at the bottom, and then the fog lights embedded down here. LED lights in that C shape here as well, around the daytime running lights, around the LED headlights as well, and then indicators right here at the side, or as we like to say, signal lights right here at the side. Nice, beautiful, smooth, mature look on the hood. And getting to the overall size of the vehicle, it just looks a little bigger than Honda Civics of the past, although the dimensions are not that massively increased. Nice look from the wheels. If you look at the shoulders here at the front, there's a cutoff angle right down the side, so very squared off, very muscular stance of the vehicle. You get back here, nice signal embedded right here in the side of the mirrors, a body colored top of the mirror caps, black at the bottom, and these little notches here are for aero at the bottom of the mirror to make sure that we keep the fuel economy up to that possible 38 miles a gallon out of the 1.5 liter engine. Smooth door, not a lot after the belt line at the top here, which is a little bit raised. Nice curvature of the door, and then a little bit of sheet metal work at the bottom. Same color door handles as the body, so they don't stand out so much. And then once you get to the back of the vehicle, a nice slope down the back to the trunk lid. The lights begin on the hips of the vehicle and they continue into the trunk. And if you look at the back of this vehicle, it looks like it could be a mid-size sedan, but actually it's the Honda Civic that we've come to know and love. Honda nailed the inside of the new Civic. There is materials that I have never seen before in a Honda that look really great. First of all, there is this, and this is the first thing you're going to notice when you get inside of the touring trim, this really interesting honeycomb across the middle. That's the air vents. And to really give it a throwback feeling as well, but in a modern touch, it's kind of that mid-century look and feel. There are little joysticks here, and I say joysticks because that's what they are, that allow you to direct the airflow. That's the coolest way of directing airflow I've ever seen in a car. It makes me want to direct the airflow all the time. Something I want to play with as I sit in the car. There's one each side for the driver and one each side for the passenger up front. When I look at the controls of this vehicle, they're super intuitive. There's nothing here that I don't understand on how to use. The first time the Civic gets wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It also has a charging pad here. So technically you get in your vehicle, you put your phone on the wireless charging pad, it automatically connects to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and there you have it on the screen. 9-inch screen, very clear. Does have a volume knob, and they've learned a great lesson at Honda here. All of your options are continuously available on the bottom of the screen. The first time that their gauge cluster has been an LCD screen, and I have to tell you, the best part about this screen is probably the thing that isn't necessary in the car. but it entertains me continuously. There's a small graphic on the screen that shows you the car constantly, and whatever you do to the car, it actually appears on the gauge cluster here. So I put my foot on the brake lights light up. If a door is open, it shows you. If some seat belt is unbuckled, when you stop the car, if you've put something in the rear seat, the rear seats light up to show you that you actually put something up as a rear seat reminder. There are so many little intricacies here on this little display, this iconic display on the inside of the car, that it's absolutely cool. Plus, it has all of the amenities that you expect. Sirius, FM, AM radio, everything is here. Trip computers, navigation, phone, Bluetooth, all of the things that you need, your smartphone connection, they're right here, and you can see, you can toggle through the menus. There's lots and lots of steering wheel controls, just going through them with your thumb. There is no complaints about this vehicle. Honda have nailed absolutely everything on it. It's just a great car with great amenities. Let's talk about safety in this vehicle. Of course, Honda are known as one of the safest vehicles out there on the road. And when we get to driving this vehicle, don't forget adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking system. It also has lane keep assist system and, of course, road departure mitigation, as well as traffic jam assist. Those core safety features are in a vehicle like the Civic. You're not having to buy a luxury brand or a mid-size SUV to get them. You're getting them in a Civic Touring. And that nails it for me in this style of car. Now let's talk about what you see when you sit in the driver's seat. As well as the wireless charging, 2 USB ports up front here, a 12 volt 180 watt max cigarette lighter style charger. It also has 2 cup holders here, plenty of bottle holders in the door for up to 1 liter bottles that you can store in the door. Very comfortable seats, probably some of the nicest seats I've seen in a Civic. There is seat heaters as well. Activate those by pressing a button on the dash. The HVAC controls, super easy to use. Nice view all around, and a Bose sound system that if you turn it up to maximum sound, you might be having a problem with your hearing, so be warned. This vehicle seats 5 passengers. Now I have a friend who's 6'3" who has enough headroom to sit back in this vehicle. I'm not even going to show you at 5'3". It doesn't make any sense for me. But there is also 2 USBs, and the center seat has a fold down arm which becomes cup holders as well. Perfect seating for 4, adequate seating for 5, plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom. This new Honda Civic 4-door is an absolute nail it when it comes to a family vehicle. I always remind people when you sit inside a Honda that this is a company that makes engines most famously. For lawnmowers, motorcycles, cars and trucks, they make great engines, and so this 4-cylinder that outputs 180 horsepower is one of the best things about the new Honda Civic. This 1.5 liter engine is a lot of fun to drive, it's easy to drive, and I have to tell you, want to put your foot down, you get some dynamic driving as well. So the immediate things that you notice about this vehicle are that it's very, very easy to drive. And there is a Civic for every single lifestyle. Nice steering wheel position, nice grip, easy to move around. This vehicle positions itself in the road, and as well, the steering isn't overly loose. I can also change the transmission to have Econ, Normal, or the Sports mode. So I can drive in whichever mode actually makes me feel the best. I'm going up quite a steep hill now, me and a cameraman in the car. If I want to punch it, up to 65 miles an hour, just like that. And that is why this engine that actually has great fuel economy of up to 38 miles a gallon makes this an absolute perfect family sedan in the 4-door, or of course there are lots of other versions of this vehicle that you can purchase. Now, new gauge display in front of me which has some very cool features, including a display of the vehicle which shows when I do things like put my foot on the brake, it illuminates the brake lights here to show me that they're actually working. I think those sort of things things are very cool. You can choose a lot of the information that you see. You can decide what you see in the middle of the gauge cluster. Plus, of course, it has all the information that you want to see as well. And it displays the safe zones around. Now, if you use the backup camera and you put it into reverse, it'll also warn you if cross traffic is coming to make sure that you don't back out of a parking space because some vehicle is coming down that road in the parking lot, to make sure you don't get the back of your vehicle bumped. And that is a nice audible and visual warning as well. So there it is. I hope your enthusiasm is as high as mine. The 2022 Honda Civic is now on the lot at Dick Hanna Honda in Vancouver, the home of the best deal guarantee. And don't forget, there are Honda Civics for every single lifestyle, from those people that are looking for a runaround that is inexpensive and has great safety and fuel economy, to those that are racetrack enthusiasts. Come down, find the one that's right for you, and sure, put it through its test drive today.